So this is another question I get a lot. What homestead exemptions are available in Fort Bend County? Okay, so I'm just gonna go through a list of this, right? So your most known, well-known exemption is gonna be your general homestead exemption, primary residence, owner occupant. That's for people that are living in the home. You can't get it on your second property, your vacation property, your third property, your rental property, your investment property. The home that you reside in gets the best exemption, and that's your homestead exemption. And I'm gonna go into some of these individually in other videos, but I'm just gonna recap a list of the exemptions per the Fort Bend County Central Appraisal District. 65 and older exemption. Very good one, okay? You'd like to cap and freeze some of those rates at the current value when you hit 65, because your income could be a stipend, right? It could be limited and you could be on the exact income distribution, retirement income. So that makes sense, and that is available, and you deserve it. And we would love for you guys to capitalize on it. And if you need any help, we're always here for you. Call me, text me, email me. Age 55 or surviving spouse of individual who qualified. So if you have a 67-year-old spouse, God forbid they pass away, but you're 57, you still qualify, but you have to file it, and you may have to refile it, but the county will still extend that to you as well, okay? Disabled person exemption, a lot goes into that, and there are attorneys, if you Google that, there will be a plethora of articles. There's a little hair on that, right? Disability is a little bit more convoluted, and you might want to reach out to either the people that are helping you get that designation or that certification, because there is going to be some paperwork involved. So the Central Appraisal District is always very helpful. They seem to be more helpful in person, but you can definitely call them or call somebody that specializes in this as well. 100% disabled veteran or surviving spouse of a disabled veteran who received the 100% disabled veterans exemption. Now, to get that exemption, first of all, thank you. You've done something that most of us, including myself, never had the courage or the will to do. If you have that, then obviously you deserve it, and we're gonna fight like hell to get it for you. In recent years, it's not been as easy from what I'm hearing from some of my veteran clients, but if you get that 100% designation, I guess it would originate from the VA. But if you have that paperwork, you are definitely entitled to not pay property taxes. And again, just like I mentioned the last one, we'd love to fight like hell to make sure you get that. And yeah, thank you again. Donated residence homestead or partially disabled veteran or surviving spouse of disabled veteran who qualified for donated residence homestead. Yes, that is a designation. That's kind of blending a lot of the categories before. There is a surviving spouse of member of armed forces killed in action. And even then, if you had a child that was under 18 at the time of the KIA, then they get, so I mean, it gets pretty in-depth, but they classify all these exemptions as different. The most common are gonna be your homestead, your over 65, and then sometimes even an ag exemption. I'm not even gonna get into that. But I rest assured they're checking on these ag exemptions for your 1 goat or 4 goats or bees, which is a whole thing that I've been hearing about. So anyway, not gonna talk about that. There is a partially disabled veteran or survivor. Then lastly, we have a charitable, religious, Freeport, and pollution control exemption. Okay, so again, your .govs, your local CPA, an attorney, your central appraisal district, again, the tax code, ballot referendums, everything is it changes a lot. Like there's a big change, 2 big changes in the last 2 years as far as homestead exemptions, which I'll go into in another video. But like you say, your .gov websites, local CPAs, local tax attorneys, they're gonna have the most accurate, up-to-date information. In the description, I'm gonna link the comptroller.gov for Fort Bend County website and also the Fort Bend Central Appraisal District website. They're gonna be the authority in Fort Bend County on exactly what goes into the exemptions, how to do them, any questions you might have. Caveat, last thing, most of these exemptions, you have a 2-year retroactive capture. So if you didn't file or you forgot a year, you just forgot, or you thought you did it, they can generally go back 2 years in time and reinstitute 2 years retroactive. They can go back and put those exemptions in place. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Leave any comments below you have, or reach out to me anytime if you want to talk about any of the things I discussed or anything else. Thank you very much.